Hi, today I'll be informing you guys on what happened in D-Day, June 6, 1944. I recently just came back from France with my soccer team here at Roger Williams. We were fortunate enough to visit the D-Day Memorial, the Normandy beaches, and Omaha Beach. It was a life-changing experience for me personally because I did not really know any information going into this about D-Day. Just I've known some little facts from movies and articles and just the history classes that we've taken. And after we visited, I did some more research because I became really interested in what truly happened after seeing how beautiful the memorial was in Normandy and how serious this truly was and monumental in our history. So during World War II, the Battle of Normandy, this resulted in Allied liberation of Western Europe from the Nazi Germans' control. The American, British, and Canadian forces landed on 5 beaches along a 50-mile stretch of heavily fortified coast of France's Normandy region. And according to Antony Beevor, D-Day, it was by far the largest ambiguous invasion force ever known. The Allies were American, British, Canadian, and these men and women were from all different countries, and many of them were fighting for their freedom and fighting for their country's freedom. And the crazy part about this is if the Germans had known where and when the Allies were coming, then they would have had time to hurl back and divide themselves within the 55 divisions that they had in France. So the Allies' jobs were to blow up bridges, sabotage railroad lines, and take other measures to prevent the enemy from rushing reinforcements to the invasion beaches. The British and Canadian landed at Juno, Gold, and Sword beaches. The Americans landed at Omaha and Utah beaches. The fiercest fight was at Omaha Beach, where the enemy was positioned on steep cliffs that commanded the long, flat shoreline. There were over 4,700 killed at Omaha Beach, wounded or missing, out of a total of 35,000. Visiting these beaches, I was allowed to see the bunkers that were constructed by these men and how big the divots were from all the bombs, all the guns, all the fighting. There was huge just holes in the ground of these beaches, and it was definitely breathtaking seeing this and just trying to imagine what truly happened during this time and just picturing these soldiers that were fighting for their country and their freedom. The way to appreciate D-Day's importance is to contemplate what truly happened, and if it were to have failed, we wouldn't be where we are today if it failed. And another landing definitely wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have been possible without June 6th. And this would have given Hitler time to strengthen the Atlantic Wall and to take control of everyone, basically. And no one truly knows what it was like to be there on that day and to witness what happened on June 6th. And that's why the memorial in Normandy showed all the people who have survived that day and who lost their lives to that day and who sacrificed their life just for the freedom of everyone else in their country. The memorial was set up with museums and artifacts, and the crosses represented each and every soldier that died or went missing during that time. I learned a great amount of information from this trip, and by far it was the most interesting part of my France trip. And after this trip, I decided to just do more research on the topic, and I just think it's really interesting how we have these people that are willing to fight for us and for our freedom, and it was a monumental moment in our country and with the Allies that we came together to break down a force like Germany to really just free our countries of their command. And according to Dave Ross, it ranged from 5,000 to 12,000 Allied dead on D-Day, and it's kind of hard to pinpoint how many just because of the soldiers that went missing or wounded or never returned home. So no one really knows how many truly died. It was just hard to pinpoint since it was just a crazy massacre, basically. And after hearing about all the facts and details that went along with this, it was just a really significant moment that happened in history. And after the Allies attacked and gained a victory, that became the turning point for World War II in Europe. And I was lucky enough to have gotten the chance to visit the Normandy beaches and learn about what happened in history. I hope this all interests you, how many men and women sacrificed their life to live and to be free today. And I really hope I informed you on what truly happened on that day, because I just think it's something truly amazing what happened and how these men just really sacrificed their lives. And it's true, and I think it's also really amazing how smart and on point they were at this time with no technology, not knowing where the Germans were, not knowing what time of day was best. They truly knew when and where to do it, and they just all fought as a family, and they came together to really just take down the Germans and to gain their freedom back. And I think that is something that definitely will go down in history, and the younger generations will keep learning about D-Day, and I think it's an important lesson for all of us to learn. Thank you.